We're live? We're live! Hi, chat. Sorry I'm late. Links, why? Why? What, of all the things to bring back, why that? Me, who was alive, or who was... Was I in middle school when that came out? Hi, cat. Okay, hang on one second. Alright. So, some of you might be thinking. Some of you might be asking yourselves, what is this new door tech? And we did talk about it a bit last week. I wasn't the one who thought about this. I feel bad for forgetting who did. Hang on. It was actually a couple weeks ago. Real gamer hours are the only gamer hours. What do you mean? Everything else is just like people gaming at the wrong time. Man, I can't find the original post. I forgot who suggested this, but basically, here's how this is going to work. Nimbus, you were the one. You were the one. Yes, Nimbus, it was you. Okay, so here's how this is going to work, and here's the basic idea with this. So, the doors, sneaking up on people with the doors, is very difficult because the doors give away when you're coming. They do the little glitchy thing when you're coming. However, they don't do that when they're shut down. And they're shut down when you put the axe in them. And I need to double check the time on it, but I need to double check the time on it, but I think it's either 10 or 15 seconds after you pull out the axe. So in theory, you can leave your axe into a door and then wait until you're gonna, like, 5 seconds before you teleport and recall your axe back. And the survivors won't know you're coming. There was a Delta Rune version of that song. I fucking hate it here. Hi, other links. Survivor procs Retribution 3 times, and they still cleanse the last totem, which is Retribution. It happens. Is it 25 seconds? I've heard, like, 5 different times for how long it remains, for how long the door remains, like, deactivated. Let me see if the wiki has it. Because it might. Hang on, let me get in the game and we'll check. We'll time it real quick. Like, outside of that. No, so the basic idea is... I'll show you in a custom. We'll do it in a custom real quick. Okay, first off, ignore that. Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean. I might need a volunteer to show the other side of it, but for now, this will work. So there's a mechanic with Springtrap that people fucking forget. No, Nimbus, people forget you can do it in the first place. First we spring, then we trap. So, when you throw an axe into a door, not only can the survivors not use this door, not only does it deactivate the camera, it also makes that happen right there. This lingers when you pull the axe back. I need to see how long that lingers for. Yeah. Yeah. So in theory, here's what you want to do. Let's say this gen was like let's say this gen was like, I don't know, 80% or something, and you know the survivors are going to come back to it. You kick it, and don't take the door away. You throw your axe into the door, you walk away to, let's say, this door over here. What door was that, by the way? Door 6? Okay. You walk away to, like, door 3 over here, right? recall your axe, then go into the door, it should still remain glitchy. And it does. Yeah, it still remains glitchy. So yeah, so like I know I'm gonna kick this gen, so I kick it. Throw my axe into the door. These are bots, it's not gonna work on them, but still. Then I patrol like I normally do. Then either recall my axe or don't. You don't have to, but recall my axe. Come through, come back in, and by the time I get over here, it's still glitchy. I lied, it will work against the bots. When the axe gets... No! No. I see, someone told me that too when I thought about it, but here's the thing. If I leave the axe in the door... Okay, pretend I didn't grab the Ada. Fucking bots. Okay. I leave my axe in the door this time. And now I come through. The axe doesn't get recalled. And it's still glitchy. They have no idea. So it also leads to some mind gaming because, okay, I leave the axe in the door. And then the next time I do it, then I recall it. Then the next time I do it, I leave the axe in. The next time I just recall it to recall it and make them think I'm going to go through. So if that's the case... And if you run it with menu, I mean, like, for example, like 3 here, like, let's say there's no survivors on this gen, I just know it's being worked on. It's like, okay, I'm walking up to the gen, throw that into the door, kick this, alright, well, I'm gonna walk away now. Alright, cool, I'm gonna leave my axe there. I still don't see any survivors. Still don't see any survivors. Still don't see any survivors. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back to that gen now, because I haven't found anyone. They're probably working on it again. And then you come back, and they even if they can see the door, they don't know, because it's still glitched out. You probably need surveillance or Trail of Torment to fully take advantage of it. Oh, for sure, you would need something to tell you that they're on the gen. You know, it'd be a really, really strange thing if Springtrap had an add-on that let him do that. Bye. Bye, Mr. Afton. Where do you think he's going? Where do you think he's going, chat? What the fuck? Back to FNAF, he's sick of pallets. Yeah, kid, if you want to join, let me send my friend thing. Hang on. Kid, I sent it. Can we dub this the Sam Tech? Since I found that I want to name it after my beautiful boyfriend. I would rather it be named after what it does, but sure, I'll name it the Sam Tech, if this works. I still need to double check this from the survivor perspective. Because we're just going off assumptions right now, and while I wait for Kit to send the friend request, I'm going to check something on the wiki. It's 10 seconds. According to the wiki, the lingerer for the thing is 10 seconds. The affected door will remain disabled for the survivors for this amount of time. Yeah, it's 10 seconds. Request sent. It's going to be sent through Steam because DVD is dumb sometimes. Okay. Are you on, Kit? I think I'm probably gonna have to hang on. The last time I did this, I had to reopen Dead by Daylight and Steam. Hang on, let me do that real quick. Yeah, you could also do it with Access Panel for sure. I wouldn't recommend it because it does make it hitting it harder. You can still hit the door and disable it, but I wouldn't recommend it just because of how much harder it makes it. Have the game loaded. Okay. Yeah, I probably just have to restart Steam. We found Springtrap Hug Tech? Yeah. We found Springtrap Hug Tech. Yeah, I'm not saying you can't hit it with Access Panel. I just think with how much harder it makes it, it's just not worth it. Not that it's not worth it. I'm just saying, like, if you're trying to, like, do it casually or, like... I'm just saying you have to think about it more, that's all. Okay. Are you in-game? Me no see you. Can you join on me? I'll show it in a second, Sean. Hooray. Okay. Kit, I'm gonna do the Springtrap side of it first, and then I want you to tell me what you see, and then we'll show up, and then I'll be Survivor, and then I'll let you show me. Also, I don't know why I expected you to have any other skin than that. I honestly don't know. So it will get recalled if you go through the original door. So if you throw the axe at door 3 and go through door 3, it will recall the axe. But if you come from it from door 6 to 3, it won't get recalled. Okay. Rah. Okay, just go out into the street, Kit, next to that first door right there. Okay, so for those just joining, so here's the tech. So normally when Springtrap goes through a door, this will flash and tell the survivor she's coming. However, if you throw an axe at the door, it will do this and buzz. And in theory, what door is that? 7? Yeah. Because it's glitched out, if I go through the door... Did you see the code? Or did it glitch? Could you tell? Eagerly waiting Kit's response. No blink? Okay, hang on. No, you're good, you're good, you're good. What about that time? Because it was still glitched. No blink? Okay. Alright, hang on. Would it be practical? Bye, Mr. Afton again. Man, he really wants to go to that fucking pizzeria. Depends on the situation. If it's like a very centralized gen, yes. If it's a gen that's like almost like 80% progress, yes. I can see situations where this is working out just fine. Kid, if you want to switch to Springtrap real quick. The map doesn't matter, just anything. Kit, you're fine. You're fine. You might as well do the tech. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, you don't want to have the axe on. If you don't see a survivor in the general vicinity, but know they're nearby, yeah, just throw it at the door. Kit, come to Shack. There's 2 doors right next to each other. Chat, because of stream delay, this might be a little weird, but we'll still keep testing it. You're at door 6? Come to door 4. Come to door 4. Okay. Alright, throw the axe into this one. Okay, and then go over there. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter what door you go into. Nope. Okay, do it again, but this time recall the axe before you go through the door. Did you just get fat shamed, or did you stop? Okay. You waited too long. You're coming through now. Yep. You waited too long. You gotta do it right before you go through the door. Nope. I had no idea. No! I've never realized he puts the knife behind his back. Yeah, I can review the footage in a little bit. Okay, so if I... Alright, Kit, I think that's all I really needed you for, but thank you. I'm gonna add a couple bots, and we're gonna try the surveillance thing on it real quick. And, remind myself how surveillance works. If the regression is interrupted, the agenda will be highlighted in yellow. Okay. I just need to remember it's yellow. Okay. The disable should... It does. It lingers for 10 seconds. Just to make it so they don't see... Well, that's the thing, Doran. You're not... So, that's why what I was suggesting was you don't... Okay, well, Midwich has the worst fucking door spawns possible, but whatever. So, like I said, you throw it into 7, you walk away, kick this gen or whatever. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Here I go, I'm walking away. I kicked the gen, I didn't see anybody, I don't know where anyone is. Okay, I'm gonna go back to 7 real quick just to check it. I recall my axe. The blinking can't be seen. And then I'm right here. And then I can just pull my axe up. Also, I did not see where the box went. That probably would have been a good idea to double check that. See, like here, like, kick the gen. Throw my axe. Well, I'll throw it before, obviously. And then walk away from the gen. And then, like, if this is the normal match and I still, like, I don't see anybody. Oh, no. I'm waiting for the gen to turn yellow. Oh, no. Someone's in the bathroom. Oh, well, I couldn't catch them. They got too far. The gen turns yellow because one of the survivors got greedy and decided to hop back onto it. I come back through the door. They don't know I'm coming because they can't see the thingy. And then I'm back here. Now, again, would you want to do this every single time on every single door on every single gen? No, not at all. But if it's a centralized gen, one that's important to kick, also these two stayed together. That's kind of funny. Also, Midwich is like the worst map to show this on. Because a lot of the times you don't even really want to have your axe on you, like, throughout the match anyways, so why not just throw it into a door? Also, yeah, you could just throw it directly on the panel. That would make it even harder to see. If it wasn't so hard to aim it. Okay. A little lower. I mean, even then, The tentative name is the same. Closed curtain tech. I don't mind that. Do I... I have event stuff to do, don't I? Yes. Fine behavior. I'll play the event. Should you review the footage? No, I can review it later. I'd be curious to see how... I want to try it practically before like I even say yes or no to it. Because if it's not even working in game anyways, it doesn't matter if the footage is right or wrong. No, I'm not disagreeing with you, Underman. I just think the problem is just how much time do you really want to waste lining it up so it's blocking the panel? That's what I'm saying. I think menu's like required for this, and then hell, throw on Fazcoin. Why not? Yeah, throw on Fazcoin, because then even the terror radius would interrupt the noise too. And I'm thinking aura reading for sure. Lethal. We need a reason to kick Jen, so pop. Thrilling. Surveillance ruin. That's... Why did they type pop again? And then, I don't want to swap out lethal. That's the thing. I really don't want to swap out lethal. Hi, noob. You have to give up your axe for like 20 seconds to get... Why 20 seconds? It's only 7. I could throw on nowhere to hide. The problem is, because I'm running Ruin with Surveillance, because I actually don't think it's a bad combo at all. Do I want to swap Ruin for Oppression? I doubt it. I mean, if anything, Lethal is similar to... Ruin is probably the closest thing to like a Windows of Opportunity perk for Killer, I feel. If you ever take the axe back, you'll lose it. What do you mean? You'll lose what? Well, the problem with Trail versus Surveillance is that Trail has a cooldown, and if I'm running Ruin with it, then I'm not going to be able to kick the Gen Soul later. Oppression and Ruin? Yeah, I think Oppression might be better than Ruin. Because then Oppression will get more valuable as the game goes on. No. No, Underman, no. No, no, no. The door stays glitched for 10 seconds. Yeah, so you pull the axe out before you go through the door. Or you leave it in and recall it the moment you get there. It stops the pre-run. They're not going to pre-run it because they won't know you're coming. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You're not going to do it every single time on every gen. It's just like if you come across a gen and it has, let's say, 80% progress on it, and you kick it, just throw your axe at the door and walk away. You have no reason not to. Especially if you don't know where anyone else is. It's just there for, like, if you want to do it. Tonight, I'm basically just limit testing it. We'll try Oppression, Surveillance, Ruin, and Lethal. We'll try that real quick. Well, yeah. That's how a tech is supposed to be. It's supposed to be niche. Also, yeah, you're probably right with Fazcoin. The idea I had with Fazcoin was the terror radius would cover up the sound, but... I guess streamers. It is 0.4 seconds, but that might matter. What are we doing exactly? No, we're trying to see if how good it is to how practical and good it is to throw your axe at a door to cover up the blinking when you're going through it. Why would I use streamers? I couldn't think of what else to use, considering I'm limit testing it. Alright, bad ham. Alright. Also, it's the events. That's fun. Hooray. Are they going right to House of Pain? I probably could have landed that hit before that. And he's going to pre-drop this. Works for me. Oppression goes off. That's good. That was the most subtle dodge I've ever seen. Someone did have a flashlight. I gotta watch out for that. Alright. Pick the axe back up. Okay, they're not here. Ruin's hitting that one over there in white, though. So I'm gonna head over here. Throw my axe in there, because I'm not going to need it for a couple seconds, so that's fine. There goes Ruin. That's fine. Okay. Head back to 2. Someone was on it. Of course, Ruin stopped it. Get the axe back in there. See if maybe he went back down to House of Pain. No. Someone's in the void. She left. Surveillance does hit, though. I'm gonna kick that again. That was a lucky guess, by the way. Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking. Yeah, I could throw on Bonnies to know exactly where they are. I just wanted to test it without Bonnies for a minute and see what happened. So I'm going to go into the void real quick. I might as well play the event while I'm doing this. Until I get my challenges done, and then we'll go to normals. I cannot believe I didn't have enough. I hate it here. They got her off hook. No, it probably would be the best with Bonnies, honestly speaking. Pop that. Oppression hits that one over there. Yeah, like, here's a good example, right? So, like, I know they're on 7, so I'll head to 7. And he's gonna finish it anyways. Are you really still injured, my guy? Yeah, someone broke that already, sorry to say. They're back on that first one. Yeah, because it turned yellow, so I'll head back over there. I'm going to go to 4 and walk to it. He's probably still in the building. Yeah, like, this is a good example, right? Like, you can barely even use your axe in this building anyways. So, like, why not just throw it at the door before you go through? I meant to go down. Whoops. How does Call of Brine sound with this? I mean, it could work. In theory, I might as well have just walked. I don't know why I went back to the door. Head back over here. She's gonna pre-run that, that's fine. Like, out here, like, I don't want to do it, obviously, because I can see her. And she's gonna go into the main building. Did she keep running? Was that deception? Wow, I just got countered by deception. Fair enough. She went into the void. Good on her. Kick that with oppression. Oppression activates down there. Man, oppression with surveillance actually is not that bad. I did not realize it starts immediately. Okay.
Do you feel that?
Okay. Get caught by deception. It happens. No, I'm perfect. I never mess up. Ever. It never happens. And my axe is still in that original door, so the moment I see that shit pop yellow... Yep, C6. Is she gonna pre-run it? No! And she was looking right at it, by the way. Well, that's going to be the problem with it, is determining when I'm going to get value from it, just because I can't see their perspective. I don't know if it was value from just surprising her the way I did, or if it was value from the actual, like, axe hiding the thing. Like, this person instantly ran. I think what this is gonna... This'll determine it, if she runs again, or if she doesn't. Yeah, this man has the subtlest of dodges. Also, fun fact about oppression. Oppression does not cause the gen thingy to happen, so they don't... So if you have oppression, you can kick another gen to make a gen still regress. I believe it's the only perk in the game that does that.
Goodbye.
Okay, this is going to depend if this gen gets done. Yeah, this is going to get done. Okay. I thought for sure she'd try to dodge it. She's gonna go to the shadow step, I think. Yep. Also, I think I'm gonna get rid of Ruin. I don't think it's worth it. We got one instance of value with it. Yeah, and I don't think you're gonna get much value out of this even in a normal match. Oh, it was Dark Theory as well. It was Deception on the Sable. Yeah, I think I'll put on Bonnies instead of Streamers. Also, because of this, it's going to encourage me to not want to use the doors as much, which is probably for the best. Yeah, people are suggesting Mindbreaker. Yeah, I'll put Mindbreaker on here in a second. I'll swap it for Ruin. Hooray. I really don't want to strike out Lethal Pursuer. This is like my crutchest of crutch perks, and I will fully admit to that. As far as we can tell, Whiffy, yes. As far as we can tell. I have to review the footage later, but it seems to be working. Even if it doesn't fully do it, it seems like it does it enough that unless you're, like, staring at the fucking thing, you're not gonna know. Pain Res and Surge? I can put on Pain Res. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Bonnies will just do that job. That's true. And if I'm running Bonnies, I don't need Surveillance, do I? In fact, the auras would actually overlap each other, so yeah, that would be pointless. Same with any of the aura perks, like Call of Brine. Oh yeah, Springtrap with the Serum is funny as hell. What if I... Well, no, that's true and defined, but is the question is blocking it for 20 seconds worth it? That's the real question. Because if it's blocked, I also can't regress it. From the Survivor POV, you're just sliding on the ground, pretty much. He's doing the office. He's doing the office dash. It's fine. I think I'll throw Nowhere to Hide on. Because that'll let me know if I should even do it in the first place. Because if no one's nearby... And then... Yeah, if you go into the door with the axe, though, it will recall the axe. But if you come out of the door, it won't. What about Blood Favor? I would rather avoid having a Hex in general on its own. If I was doing a full Hex build, sure, but... I'm thinking Eruption, considering I'm going to be kicking gens a bunch. No, that'll highlight it in yellow. I can't do that because of Bonnie. Fuck. No, that's why I don't want Call of Brine either. It makes the gen yellow, so the aura gets superseded by Bonnie's guitar strings. Do I feel like Springtrap is really powerful in the Void compared to other killers? Not particularly. I don't think he's any more powerful than any other killer in there. Pop, maybe? Yeah, Pop might be the call. Yeah, because I'm going to be going up to kick the gents anyways. Yeah, we'll give that a try. I thought about overcharge, but we'll try pop real quick, see how that does. Okay, there is a Geralt named Mr. Meow Meow. I am fucking terrified. Okay. That's not a bad idea either. So, I mean, we've got a few different ways to try this. We'll try with Bonnie's. Nowhere to Hide is basically just there because while Bonnie's will give me the info on where to go, once I come out of the door and kick the gen, I would like to know if anyone is still there. Pop is there for after I get the kick. Oppression is if I don't have pop. Mindbreaker is there to stop any pre-running regardless, or if they have an exhaustion perk and they run after they see me, they can't just use it. Mr. Meow Meow, the Geralt, good lord. We'll try Dragon's Grip at some point, undefined. And also Yellow Aura because of Bonnie's. I'd have to take off Bonnie's for that. Actually, Dragon's Grip wouldn't be too bad for that because I'll hear the scream, so it's not that big of a deal. Well, we didn't go to Gideon's. I'll take it. Who DC'd? No, Mr. Meow Meow got out. No. All right. All right. Cool. It auto recalls the Hang on. It only has allowed no notification if they get a good skill check. If they don't get the good skill check, it doesn't go off. Mr. Meow Meow is too powerful for the child to continue. If you throw your axe at a door, then throw it somewhere else and come back through the initial door while it's still glitched, it auto-recalls. Okay, so you're saying if I throw it through this door, wait the 7 seconds, throw it again, and then go through the door, it should auto-recall. Oh, it does. That's odd. How long does that last for? Let me see if I wait until the glitch is over. Oh. That's weird. I mean, it was pretty useful there. It just took some setup. It was a bot, then again. My best guess as to why that happens is Because the door is still glitched, the game considers the axe still on the door. That would be my best assumption as to why that's happening. Huh. Bye, Mr. Afton. Oh, he's not even there anymore. Oh, no, he's completely gone. Okay. Do you find the glitch whenever you get stunned with the axe out funny? There's a glitch with the... when you get stunned with the axe out? I mean, does the axe, like fall to your side or something? I mean, it's not completely useless. It's just, like... I mean, if you throw your axe in a door and happen to... are about to go through it, you might as well recall it, throw it, and then walk through it, I guess? Ditch it and run corrupt instead. I run corrupt from time to time. I just prefer lethal over corrupt because lethal starts the game faster. It stays in his hand. Oh. What's the tentative name for that weird ass tech? The axe always comes back tech. There you go. I'm gonna make it a fucking sentence. I know most techs have like two words for their names, but you know what? Fuck it. Fire. Comes up with terrible name Fire. Thank you for helping my terrible self-loathing. Thank you. Connection terminated. The connection terminated, Sec. There you go. Bonnies, don't fail me now. They're at 6. Think you know where to hide. Also, here's another good example. I'll throw it there. They healed up. I don't need my axe right now. Now, what are the chances they go back to that gem? Or they'll go to 7. That works too. Pick that with Pop. She's gonna run that way. Good dodge. I cannot believe she did that, but whatever. I'll take it. What kind of Springtrap main doesn't know how to throw? The one who prefers the consistent hits. I'll go for dumb orbitals sometimes, just not all the time. Oh, they're on 4. God damn, are they on 4? Okay, this is a good example. Right here's a very good example, right? Throw this there. Yeah, see, there's 2 people here. I get a pallet out of it. I'm going to come in here. There is no way she thinks I'm coming back out of this, right? That was good. See, there we go. I should have left the axe there, to be fair, but whatever. Pop that. She's over there. She's running the fuck away. That's fine. I'm gonna go into the void real quick. I want to try to get these challenges done as fast as I can. Dramaturgy. Your dramaturgy has failed you, Laura. It has failed you.
Up you go.
Again, it's like a situation where it's like... that was good. That was really good. Alright, my axe is still on the other one, though, because I haven't recalled it yet. So I'm going to head back over there, see what happens. Check this again. She's going to keep running. See if she hopped back on this one. She did. Good. Kick this again. See if she stays. Someone's up top. See, this up top one is probably also a very perfect example of it, because this fucking door is right next to the gen. So if I put her up there... Throw this here. Pop's probably worst on this one, but it's fine. Oppression should hit the other one. Or it'll hit that far one right there. That's fine, too. That one's still regressing. Do you have decisive strike? No? Why did you do that? What did you gain from that? Hi. Wow, she really loves going for it. I mean, I'm in here, might as well. Kick that. She went left. No, scratch marks failed me. No! Scratch marks, why? I hate you, scratch marks. And then in theory, if she went back up here... No, okay. There's the Fong right there, that's good. Someone's over at Shack. If it has a main problem, it's definitely this some loops you're gonna wanna have your axe. See if oppression hits the other one. They're both on death hook. So I don't care which one I go for, honestly. Redrops that one. Someone's back in the void, that's fine. She's gonna jump up there. Just trust me. Hi, chicken. That was weird to say. Could you imagine if I didn't have Bonnies there? Break that. See, now they're on this gen. So what I can do is this. Okay, Laura, I don't know what your plan was, but whatever. Also, if they did that far gen, they'd probably be winning right now, if I'm honest with you. And then if I head back... Pick you. Get spring spotted. I cannot believe that works. Any idea when and why they added so a sacrifice survivor will break the hook?
You belong.
I'm sorry, I'm confused by the question. I am so surprised I missed that. I am the worst. Why was that so fucking fast? Time to break the 20 bazillion pallets on this map. Did she just take her med kit for a septic? GG's. And that wasn't the case? No, in old gameplay, it used to stay away forever. I love Forever Entwined. Forever Entwined is one of my favorite perks in the game. I wish it was better. But it's like the best feel-good perk in the game to me. Oh, I guess it was... How did she get endurance? Did she just happen to find a medkit? Weird. Hey, on your office one reverse, how would it work? Like, especially for Springtrap, would he enter the office immediately after entering a door, or would how would the grab? You talking about like when I suggested having the survivors be in the office when they're using a camera? Are you talking about that? Pretty sure the extra terror radius is permanent, which could synergize with Blind's construction. No. I was going to, and then some people suggested not to. I probably will give it a try here in a minute. My thought process was that the terror radius would mask the sound as well. That was my thought process with it. And eventually, if the act stays by the gen long enough, they might come desensitized to the terror radius completely. Yeah, they would just be in the office, and if you happen to go to that door, then you get the grab on them. No, yeah, when a survivor was on a hook, it depends. I don't know how far back you're going, but now it used to be, I forget the patch they changed it, but it used to be if a survivor was sacrificed on a hook, the hook would break forever. I forget when they changed it. So when, I think it was after Unknown, they made it so the hook comes back after 60 seconds. But they are in the office. Yeah, so you go through the door, and it would... So, okay. I'll do this in MS Paint. I can't believe I'm going to do this in MS Paint. Okay, alright. Your screens are about to be really, really, really white because Paint does not have a dark function. I apologize. I'm prepping everyone now to either lower your brightness or be prepared. Okay? Is that enough prep? Alright, cool. Alright, so my thought process with this is, well, here's a door. Door 7. Here's a door. Door 1. Here's a door. Door 3. Here's a camera. Here's a camera. Here's a camera. Here's Springtrap. No, hang on. Sorry, Springtrap's yellow. Here's Springtrap. And here's the survivor here. They're all smiling. They're friends. It's fine. Okay, so when the survivor goes into door 3 to use the camera to spot Springtrap, my thought process was they'll be inside of door 3 in the office. So, like, they're inside door 3 still, but there's, like, a little office area. What color can I use for that? Blue, I guess. There's, like, a little office area inside of door 3. And that's where the survivor goes to once they're inside the door. And if Springtrap travels to that door, then it just plays like, I would say, I guess it would have to be a different animation because they're just standing still inside the office for the grab, and then he would come out of door 3. Pretend it's an arrow. That's how I would have it work. Because the way it currently works is if the survivor goes into 3 and goes to 7, as long as Springtrap goes to one of these 2 doors, he gets the grab. That's how it currently works. And I would just make it so it's possible just to hit them while they're in this first door. Again, you would probably have to make a different animation because they're not walking. Yeah, no, for sure, King. Yeah, it could be that. It could just be a different, like the animation they had in the trailer. Yeah. Where it, like, forces the survivor to turn around and Springtrap just grabs them and pulls them out. Now, the bigger question would be, does he come out of the door they were in or the door he went through? That's the bigger question. And I think it would make more sense for him to come out of the door they were in because he was traveling to it. Also, can you tell why I hire artists to do my stuff and not do it myself? Can anyone tell this? So enter door, get all cameras, and walk through a different door instead of just standing outside. Yeah, so they would go into door 3. So yeah, so like I said, my thought process is like, so you go into door 3. Inside of it, there's like an actual office area that you're in. You wouldn't see this as a survivor. You'd still be in first person just looking through the cameras. And yeah, that's how you select the doors. That would be my suggestion. And then if Springtrap happens to travel to door 3, he gets the grab. No, not my smiley face. Because the way it works right now, like I said, is the survivor stands outside the door. They look through the cameras. They select the camera. Hang on, sorry. Springtrap had something to say. They stand outside the door. They select the camera they're looking at. So, camera 7. They travel to 7. And Springtrap has to go to one of these 2 doors to grab them, which is fine. I think it's okay. I just think there needs to be... and I'm not even necessarily saying that needs to happen. It was just an idea I had for having them be in the office using the camera rather than standing outside the door. Yeah, chicken, there you go. Yeah, there's a separate office for each door. I like to think of it more like a tube system, but yeah, that makes sense. The way I always thought of it was like, they're all like connected by tubes. And if you happen to intersect, then you get the grab. They're confused on why I wanted a 32-meter terror radius? Well, I mean, we could still have it be 24. My thought process with the 32-meter terror radius was he starts at 32, and then I wasn't sure on the timing. Part of me wanted to go down to 10 seconds maybe. Let's say every 10 seconds he goes down to 24 meters. And then 20 seconds he goes down to 16. 30 seconds he goes down to 8. And then 40 seconds he has no terror radius at all. He's just undetectable. Unless he's seen by a camera, then he goes back up to 32 meters. Again, we could start him off at 24. I'm not saying we can't. I was just suggesting 32 to put him in line with other killers. And to make it so it seemed like a more tangible reason for the survivors to want to see him. That's all. The idea is he's rewarded for not... Let me rephrase that. The survivors are punished for not looking at him in a camera and rewarded if they do a little bit more than they currently are. That's how I wanted it to work. Now, again, it doesn't have to be 32 to 0. It could be 24 to 0. That could be interesting, too, because if I do 10 seconds, then that's 30 seconds before he's undetectable. So, like, it's not like a completely, like, set in stone idea. I was just thinking 32 meters because, again, it's the standard terror radius of the game, for the most part. So it just made the most sense to me. He's on, like, other tier. I don't think he's C tier. I think he's, like, mid-B tier. But I'm not even thinking of it in context of the other killers. I'm thinking of it in the vacuum of him. Why didn't I... I'm sorry, Misty. I forgot to mention you. I apologize. But getting revealed says a 30. I think that would be a little inconsistent. Oh, I wouldn't say he's high B. God, no. No, he's mid B. You almost missed my stream? Well, I'm sorry, Misty. You're in the Discord. I send notifications all the time. I mean, he can disagree all he wants. I'm not the arbiter. My opinion is he's mid-B tier. Was giving him a FNAF mechanic where he hallucinate animatronics unless you interact with the panel. I saw that suggestion. The problem with that... I don't mind the idea of the phantoms being incorporated. The problem with that, though, is that there's complaints about Doctor's jump scare from his hallucinations. And I don't know. You would have to incorporate it in a way where it's not just jump scares, I feel, for accessibility reasons. Can they still reveal you through the wall? Yeah. Well, the reason I had there was a lot of people who suggested it shouldn't see you through the wall. The reasons why I want it to still see you through the wall is mostly technical ones. Because I would rather know that it's just a range limit that can... I don't know the range limit on the cameras offhand, but I would rather it... Let's say it's... I think it's like 15 meters, but let's say, like, I would rather the cameras can only see me within 15 meters through anything, walls, line of sight blockers, or anything, than they can't see you through walls, but today this wall happens to be glitched. That's my excuse for that. Missy, we still need to finish, what's it called? Fucking... How not to use healing magic, by the way. But Bud, the other problem with the tier list thing, and this is why tier lists are so weird, because what my idea of a C tier is completely different from what yours or your friends is. How do you feel if doors were disabled through the axe's AoE rather than the axe itself having to be embedded into the door? I mean, it would add more utility to party hats. I don't hate that idea. It would also mean, like, access panel, you'd be able to disable the doors easier with the access panel, so, like, I'm not against it. I don't see a problem like that. I don't see a problem with that at all. There's probably some problem I'm not thinking of, like, hitting it through, like, floors or stuff, but, like, I'm actually kind of cool with that. The wrong way to use... I'm sorry, I said the anime wrong. So, like, yeah, I can, yeah, I don't hate that idea. I feel like I've suggested that before, and I just kind of forgot about it, if I'm honest with you. I mean, even in the proposed change video, I forgot a couple things. I forgot the menu partly base kit, and I forgot the, I feel like I get why you can't M1 immediately after throwing the axe. I understand why you can't do that, but he should be able to break pallets and vault still. I don't know why you can't. Your friend also wants a grenade axe. It just explodes. That's actually great. Oh, that's great. I want an add-on that makes it so you physically recall the axe instead of it, like, magically coming back to your hands. Like what PP Head has. I mean, these are all, like, cool ideas, but at the same time, like, Behavior was in a weird situation when making Springtrap. From what we know and from, like, how they were developing him, there was a lot of factors into why he was made the way he was. I've wanted the Boomerang Killer for so long. How does next week sound? 18th is reserved for Has Been Season 2 release, though. Or the 28th. Am I off on the 28th? If it's a global release, Misty, we can watch Has Been on the same day. And we can, I should be free on Wednesday. We can probably do it next Wednesday. Also, for those new to the stream, and if you're sitting there in your head thinking, Bennett, just play the fucking video game. Welcome to my streams where we sit in the lobby talking about shit for like an hour for no reason. It's a pretty staple part of my streams. If you don't enjoy that, I hate to say it, you're probably not going to enjoy the stream. I'm just saying. Would not have expected me to be a Has Been fan? Why? The hell is that supposed to mean? Henderson, I say fucking like every other sentence. I'd be surprised if I wasn't a Has Been fan, if I'm honest with you. Alright, Missy, just DM me when you can. Have a good rest, good nightmares, and all that. Unless you're not leaving, then I feel bad. No, but that's what I was thinking. Like, I kind of wish it had a manual recall where if the axe hit them on the way back, it also did damage. I would be so... I want a Boomerang Killer so bad. You said I was going to... You literally said in one of your messages earlier, I was about to go to... You know what? You know what? Fine. Oh yeah, I was gonna try Dragon's Grip with this. Do I want to replace Box Oppression or Nowhere to Hide? I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I think I'm gonna try Dragon's Grip with it. Undefined wanted me to try it, so we'll give it a try. Fair enough. That removed all the way. He just literally just make him Huntress. Gotcha. we'll just. That's not me. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just thinking in my head. That's. I'm sorry. We heard the player feedback and had decided to just make Springtrap Huntress. Man. Also, but, like, going back to that tier list thing, I talk about this a lot, too, where tier lists are weird because it depends on who you're talking to. Because for me, for example, there's only one D tier killer in the entire game. So, like, my C tier is different from your C tier. What, the Foxy jump scare where he just goes, freedom! That one? Surprised it's not an add-on is the opposite of Freddy's Hat? I mean, they could just replace it with Office Phone. I don't think anyone would miss it, so it's fine. It's cool. Let's go. Yeah, I don't do killer tier lists often, but, like, there's only one D tier killer in my mind. And if you don't know who it is, I'll give you a hint. She was on screen for a second there. Oh, I was getting so sick of not getting Nostromo. It finally happened again. I fucking love it here. Okay, I am fully limit testing it this match, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna fully limit test it this match. Does she know I'm coming back through, though? Oh. Well, she wasn't... What? What the fuck was that? Oh, that was a really subtle dodge. I don't know why I took the pathing I did. Yeah, close. Fuck. God, I hate Nostromo. Is she still here? And now they just heal back up. Why did he have endurance? Well, I guess we're not limit testing this. What's the new door tech in a nutshell? Basically, you throw a door, or throw your axe at the door, it stops the glitch effect, so you can sneak up on survivors. Haven't watched any FNAF, anything since the one game release. My mouse got caught. Legit, my mouse just got caught. That was like 3 things of endurance I had to go through for that.
Your struggle will end soon.
Also, a match like this, I've said this before, this is a good example of a match where Bonnie's is not that good. Just because you don't get too much time to actually use it. That's worth a shot. Still land the hit. He gets in the killer instinct, though. Hattie, was that your best play? Works for me. Sounds like miss. Oh, that was. I should have seen that coming. I heard it, I just wasn't sure where. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How long does it last for? What the fuck? No, survival friends should not have a nerf. Not just for playing with their friends, no. That is... Name any other game where that's the case. What? Oh, that was good. She has made for this, by the way. Oh, I thought she'd dodge it. Why does no one want to play killer? Overwatch? There's a nerf for playing with your friends in Overwatch? Yeah, you can't flashlight blind me like that, guys. Something seems like... No, she was made for this. That's all it is. Someone was working on this one. I wonder where she went. Just got shot. Damn. That was a very subtle dodge. Thing is, if they realize the axe thing, they might just stay injured. What the fuck was he? What? Why didn't he take damage there? Am I stupid? Hi. Oh, good dodge. I want to try to grab them so they don't have the flashlights to fall back on. That was worth a shot. I just wanted to get 115, honestly. I don't think you can make that. I had to grab a cup of water from upstairs because the bottle of water I got stepped on by a horse. Wait, how did the bottle of water get stepped on by a horse? Also, I did not realize that Jen was gone like that. This one's being done. I have time. Okay, I'm gonna try my strat real quick. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go for the Hattie. He touched the Gen, that's fine. I am curious if he runs back or stays. That's what I'm more curious about. God, I think he's scared right now. Alright, Hattie, what's the plan now? What's the plan now, Hattie? I got auto-aimed, Hattie. I don't remember where I left him. Where the what? Oh. Alright, who has Unbreakable? Come on, go get her. Go get her up. People just shrug it off and say, but Scott Cawthon approved this power, so it's fine. I mean, even if he did, there's like exceptions to that, right? Hang on. I thought you'd keep running. But not, why are you holding this? That's why. That's why I'm holding it. What a match of DVD. I thought they had me there for a minute. Now, could you imagine if just the Claire and the Hattie were doing that, and the rest of them decided not to? I think they probably would have won that easy. Clover something on by accident, and it was my favorite, most mature, responsible adult purchase. A mug was your first responsible purchase? Also, Chad, I'm sorry, I had to lock in for that match. Alright, let's see what they had. Oh, it was Metal of Man. That's how he got the endurance. Okay. Yeah, she had made for this. I don't know if the Yui was in on it or not. Teamwork Throwdown. Interesting. Did someone else have the other one? No, it's just Teamwork Throwdown. That's actually... Teamwork Throwdown is... I think that was actually how they were getting endurance as much as they were. When you Pallet Stun or blind... When you blind the killer, you other injured survivors within 24 meter gain endurance. Wow. No, sir, they lowered the sounds on the base skin, and the Toxic Clown on the base skin, they lowered the sounds. I know what a tumbler is. They let me rephrase that. So the way it was worded, and from our testing, they normalized the sounds of all the skins. So Glitch Trap and Lillard are louder now, but the base, Clown, and Toxic are quieter. It did work, by the way, the trick. It worked on the Hattie earlier. She was just stuck on the gen. She didn't know it was coming. So let me scroll back through chat, see what I missed. Sorry, chat. I'll let you queue with 1 or 2 other people. Yeah. So in Overwatch, you can only queue with 1 or 2 people at some point, but you're not punished for playing with 2 people. That's my point. Dead by Daylight doesn't have a ranked mode. If it had a ranked mode, it'd be a different story, but it doesn't. Also, Rivals, yeah. Even League. It doesn't matter what rank you are. In League of Legends, you can't play ranked with more than 2 people. But Dead by Daylight doesn't have a ranked mode. Does mending count as a healing option for MFT? No, it shouldn't. Do I believe he's rewarded for missing his power? No, I just don't think he's punished as much as other killers for missing his power. If anything, I would rather him be rewarded for missing it than the opposite. Because if you do the opposite, then people will just zone with him all the time. Not just in like some situations like I do. That's the problem with that. That's the conundrum with a ranged power is you have to make it punishing to miss, but not so punishing that you never want to go for a shot. That's the issue with it. Yeah, I caught up. I mean, the punishment for missing is he's slowed down and can't do anything for 2 seconds. What more? How much more punishing can it be? Like that's my question. I don't understand how much more punishing it could be. Why did I not grab poster? What? Am I stupid? That sounds about right. I don't know, I see some people complaining about him not getting punished enough, but again, like, he can't do anything for 2 seconds after he misses, and he's slowed down for a little bit. Like, what are they expecting him to, like, be punished with? I'm trying to think what else you could add. Killers running away. Well, Lightbone was ran for a little bit, because flashbangs were bugged. Well, you reverse the killer's controls. You miss your axe and WASD becomes DSAW. I remember when they were talking about changing Clown's bottle, I suggested that for, if you're in the haze, it reverses your controls. I suggested that a long time ago. I actually thought it would be interesting to do. You miss the axe and you're stunned with a spring lock failure. There you go. There you go. See, now we're thinking. We're thinking with portals now. I find it unsettling that Remember Me is the only other obsession perk that encourages attacking the obsession. Every other perk, but furtive, encourages leaving them alone. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I've said it for I think like 3 years now. I think Play With Your Food is one of the worst designed perks in the entire game. Let me rephrase this, because people are going to take that out of context. I think Play With Your Food is one of the worst designed perks from a health perspective. The idea of being, and I know it's not much, but being rewarded for not chasing somebody is really dumb. That's how it felt when I started playing with a PlayStation controller. But it's 2 seconds, not 3 seconds. What do I think is the best candy weapon? Oh, that's a tough one. Oh, that's a real tough one. Artist. Hands down. Artist. Nope, that's not a tough one at all. This is the best candy weapon of all of them. I don't care what anyone says. Wait, does plagues count? If plagues counts, then it's plagues. And the only reason why is just the 2D image of the gumballs. You miss the axe and the entity personally comes down and bitch slaps you. There you go. Game of Foot. Oh yeah, that's true, Lynx. Yeah, Game of Foot does encourages you to chase the obsession. Actually, hang on, let me... Friends to the End does, Dying Light does, Furtive does, Rancor, Dark Devotion kind of does, Game of Foot, Grim Embrace, Why is Sloppy here? Even Nemesis to a degree. Obsession is definition something you want, or you want, don't you? Yeah, but I think it's more going for the idea of, like, say, the best for last, where the obsession is the last one you get. You're, like, savoring the kill. Would be so much better if it wasn't a hex. I don't know how they could... I don't know what they could do to Wretched Fate. Because I don't want them to remove the aura reading on it either, because that would be fucking hell in solo queue if they did that. Post-throw cooldown duration, 2 seconds. Bubba says hi. Says hi by kicking my phone off my hands. Give Bubba love for me, please. Yeah, plagues counts. Plagues. I love plagues candy weapon. It's the best. I just love that it's a 2D image. I will never get over that. It's just a 2D PNG. I can't, like, if I was, like, cynical, I would be like, they should fix this and make it more high quality. Something about me just loves how low quality it is. That's like something I would do. And that obsession can get a new one? I don't know. If you're my mom, I will if she wasn't hiding in a basket right now. She found her new spot. Also, we'll try the furtive build real quick, just for a little bit. What were we replacing on it? Undefined. Was it lethal for Was it lethal for Remember Me? Oh my god. I can't remember my own favorite build. Nemesis. I would, but the moment I go over there, she's gonna hop out. Replace lethal with remember me? Okay. Well, if I don't have lethal, then I probably shouldn't bring purple guy. Just be boring and bring menu. Oh yeah, if they're exposed, yeah, I could actually bring serum with this. Yeah, you're right. There you go. So for those that don't know about this build, so the normal version of this build is this. It's this. Lethal Pursuer, you find the first survivor, you chase them. If they're the obsession, you get furtive. Friends to the end pops, and you get they're exposed. If you hook the non-obsession, they get exposed, and you see their aura for 10 seconds, 12 seconds because of Lethal Pursuer. If they're not the obsession, they become the obsession. I'm sorry. If they are the obsession, you get the furtive proc. And then someone will scream with friends, and you can go find that person. If they aren't the obsession, then someone else will. The obsession's aura will be read to you for 12 seconds because of lethal. When furtive procs, and the obsession changes from the unhook, Nemesis pops, and you get the aura reading from that. If you hook the obsession changes, and you get the aura reading on them from Nemesis, as well as the scream. And then Celebrate Poster is here to speed everything up. Purple Guy Drawing is here because of the aura read it gets and the combo it has with Lethal Pursuer. We're swapping this out for Remember Me to see if it helps with the late game of it. Or the end game of it. I don't think it's necessary because the whole point of the build is Feast or Famine. It's mostly just to go chase with like no downtime. But yeah.
The darkest pit of hell is open for business.
Maybe it's counting the axe as well. Here, let me. Yeah, I'll do something. Hang on. Menu won't affect it. That's right. Yeah. I could outdrink. For those who know my history, probably most of them. No, it's 2 seconds. One, two. Yeah, it's 2 seconds. Unless you're counting, again, the axe itself being thrown while he's in the animation. Once the animation's over, it's 2 seconds. So it is 3, but only because of the actual throwing animation. 1, 2, yeah. One, 2, 2.5-ish. I can test it later and get like actual timings on it. Yeah, but undefined. The point of the build isn't to win. I think that's where the conflicting ideals with it are. I'm still going to try it, but the point of the build isn't necessarily to win. It's Feast or Famine. You get a good early start, you go chase the chase. That's the whole point. You're probably not going to win because you're swapping targets so often. Oh, I got 300 points. Where's my girl? Zarina, hooray. Sorry, Misty. After a match, so I just sent them an AI image of a mushroom with the Joker's face smoking a cigar. As much as I discourage the use of AI, I guess that's a good use of it. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not long at all. I'm just saying, like, people... I don't know why people say he doesn't get punished enough for missing, but I think he gets punished plenty. Especially considering how hard the axe can be to aim at times. No, I'm not undefined. My point is that the whole point of lethal is that it synergizes with all the aura reading the build has. On top of, again, it just makes that early game so much easier. It's just feast or famine. If you wanted to improve it with Remember Me, that's fine. I'm not saying don't do it. Not unless they play dirty and spike it. Yes, Freddy, I'm looking at you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I will not take this allegations against Freddy Krueger, all right? He was found innocent. I can't even say it. I can't even say it. I sent them a photo of a job application in grass. Whoa, that's a threat. That's a threat, Henderson. That's a threat. You can't send threats like that. How was the event this year? Pretty much the same as last year. I love when I don't spawn it. I love when I forget I have serum. I love when my door spawns away from the dock. I probably could have landed that. Adam? Ironically, I think the reason they added... The reason I think they added the, I probably could have landed that if I recalled sooner. Oh, go left, please. I think the reason they added the, what's it called? The 2.5 second of not being able to do anything was to try and encourage you to go for longer range hooks. Where is my obsession? I see them. No. Dash trap! Dash trap! No. Dash trap! Dash trap! No. Dash trap! Dash trap! Oh yeah, he was way ahead of me. What? Oh, he kept running. Oh, he knows. Oh yeah, he for sure knows. I should have thrown the axe sooner. Damn it. The build does have one slight problem, Undefined. And that's if you get survivors like this. Hot damn, she went straight to the corner. Yeah, she's going to Poglog. I can't do anything on Poglog. She takes it. And we're down to 1 gen. Let's go. He is justice. He is the knight. He is Dash Trap. Ah. Oh, did he window tech me? Oh, he did. Do you have life at the ready? I don't know if she did that on purpose, but she got real close to that. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He's over there. Nice body block at him. Hey, they want to keep fucking body blocking him. I'll take it. Did the palette update affect Swamp? I don't know why I went right. That was just me being dumb. I got flustered. I thought maybe he dodged back up the stairs. No. I don't know why you didn't just run back up, but okay. It did? Okay. I wasn't 100% sure. I think Swamp is really the only map that got it where I'm not mad about it, but like where I definitely feel it. This and Haddonfield. To be fair, Haddonfield needed it. I'm not saying it didn't. Do you think it would be needed if DVD added a gifting system where you could give... Hang on. People on your friends list stuff from the in-game store? Oh, yeah, 100%. I don't know how it's not a thing. I meant to throw that. Ah, nice. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I have no idea who my obsession is. They swapped twice. I was hoping it would drop. Freddy's hat brain. She had dead hard. Hot damn, dude. GG's. And yeah, it was conviction. Conviction, decisive, soul guard, dead hard, decisive, finesse, conviction, dead hard. One of them had blast mine. She had a septic. All in all, you think that went quite well? I think that went fucking terribly. Remember Me wasn't the reason why, though. Example of why you need loot bag. It wouldn't have worked. I downed him. I mean, conviction wasn't the reason they won that. They would have got him up anyways. I'm gonna go to bed. Have fun with the rest of the stream. Talk to you in the morning. See ya. Good nightmares, Misty. They were just, it was just, the fucking Renata was just really fucking good. That was the Renata, right? I was chasing, right? Yeah, it was a Renata. How did he get the least amount of points? What the fuck? Yeah, well, we'll try it again. Yeah, I mean, to know if something's good or worth it, I'd have to play it for like 30 matches. Doing it just for one match isn't going to tell me anything. Why have I not finished the Welcome to the Fog quest? Because I don't want to play Trapper or Huntress. There's your answer. I was like, what did I miss in chat about a quality of life change? Oh, yeah, they did mention something about a gifting system. They mentioned it in the same stream they were talking about the creator codes. Speaking of Haddonfield, hello, Haddonfield. Grah. I forgot I had Blighted Rush. Well, it doesn't matter. Hello, person. Hello, two people. No, he's just gonna hold that. God damn it. I love being 110, worrying about 2 pallets. He's just gonna run away. No, Jen should pop here in a second. I think I have to chase him, though. Then he takes the window? Can I even play this fucking building? There we go. Jeez, that took way too long. And 2 gens pop. Hooray. I really fucked up in that chase. Man, look at behavior making my dash killer into a dash killer. Springtrap, the ultimate dash killer. I wasn't paying attention. Did he? No, he didn't go into a locker, right? Wait for it. Fucking now! Didn't see that coming, did you? God, people are so scared of the axe. Yeah, if they go into a building, I think I just have to avoid them. Yeah, he's back up there. Does he jump off is the question. I don't know where he went last time. Oh. That makes way more sense. Yeah, and they're just gonna go to House of Pain and keep playing this because I can't do much in it. I think they know that. Oh, didn't even dodge it. The only killer I just want to make into a dash killer is Springtrap and Freddy. I don't want Springtrap as a dash killer. I think that's more, I think that's more against the character than the axe is. Yeah, I think I just have to throw the axe. Dodge. Yeah, I think we're just playing M1 Trap on Haddonfield. I think the more I play Haddonfield, the more I realize it's kind of what you have to do. Outside of, like, very specific situations. Like that.
Goodbye.
Hello. I thought you were still exposed. What? What? Oh, she ran over there. Last gem pops. Up we go. Wonder where William would try to work in 2025. These are questions. Questions I do not have the answers to. Okay, who becomes my obsession now? The person on the door. What? I couldn't go up the thing. What did she have endurance from? Maybe Charles Entertainment cheat. Maybe. I don't know if they'd hire him. Good shot. I probably shouldn't have hooked her, but whatever. Oh, nice. That was a good use. He went through the window. I think he gets out with that. Yeah, he gets out with that. Oh, maybe not. Could you fucking imagine? You had endurance. Bro, who made the video? What the fuck is going on? Septic. Was it just a dead hard? I guess I just didn't see the animation. How did they act? No, dead hard. No, she's probably stopped and just dead harded. Just Jesus, man. Balanced dead hard, balanced decisive. I mean, I guess it is demon hours. Fuck. Probably be a career counselor. I mean, that's just. Oh yeah, MFT. No, you're right. I always forget MFT does endurance as well.
I'm the fun one.
He's the fun one, chat. No, I wouldn't say exploits. I hate that. It's not what this is at all. It's just using the mechanic. No, I probably no. Undefined's right. It was just MFT. I always forget it. If it wasn't a Halloween event, sure. But it is the Halloween event, so I would like to run the serum because I can. Fine. We'll run loot bag for one match. If it doesn't get value in this match, I'm never touching loot bag again. Because every time I run loot bag, it never gets value, or it only gets me one kill. Or I don't even get to end game and it does nothing. Oh, my back just popped for me moving. All right. I'm old, chat. Yum, you okay? She's coughing up a hairball. I mean, there's reasons why they don't allow the Link cosmetics for the glitches. It's licensing issues and specific things. They don't want the game to look as bad as it already does. It's the same reason they got rid of Sky Billy. People think they got rid of it to like get rid of people's fun. No, they got rid of it because imagine you're an investor for behavior and you see Sky Billy. Like, it looks fun, it does, but it also makes the game look more broken than it already is. I think the real question I have now is like why I'm seeing so much MFT all of a sudden. That was what, 3 matches in a row? 7, I guess. I don't know why I threw it like that. Take it out, Sable. Take it out. Okay. Where did she go? Oh, Shadow Step. That's gonna ruin this entire build. No one's upstairs. Okay. Hello. She's gonna start running immediately. Okay, Zarina's my obsession again. That's fine. She dramaturgied right as the hit went through? Shadow Step went up again at some points. I lost her. You get stunned. God, what are these fucking teams tonight? You scream, I get furtive, I can head over this way. I get the grab on you. Celebrate poster. I didn't even hear the boon get popped, if I'm honest with you.
Your struggle will end soon.
He drops it. That's gonna follow the blood. Holy shit, really? Oh my goodness. I lost her. I lost her. What's my favorite Springtrap skin? Probably Clown Trap. Check if they're on 7 because the hook is right here. Good shit. She went to the locker in front of you? Fair enough. I'm blind. Let me be blind.
Go on.
She's over there.
Scream.
And there's also a stream delay. Resets up the boon. Resets up another boon. You have iron will. I can't wait for the light either, can I? It is so sad that one boon destroys this entire build, pretty much. Good dodge, mate. Okay. Yeah, here you go. Did I not just see someone walking? Oh yeah, I did. With the shot. I gotta wait for the cooldown. Alright, here. Perfect. Is this pallet still up? Ugh. Oh my god. And another pallet. I was about to lose my shit if she dead-hearted right there. Oh, they went. Nope, they waited in a locker. They played that really smart. Yeah, they know Friends is in play. They just waited in a locker. Of course. Oh, I thought she'd dodge it. This is the one that pre-drops, isn't it? That one's still up because I didn't break it. There we go. Rough matches, man.
You belong here.
But here's the thing. If this goes the way you think it's gonna go, then loot bag should carry me here at the ends. Shadow step. Fuck. Are you in one of these lockers? No, I didn't think so. I just had to go back to the hook. She DC'd. It's actually kind of funny. Okay, and this was the V that pre-drops every pallet.
You will see.
So what did I tell you guys? I bring loot bag and I don't even get to in-game. Hate it here. I'm probably gonna cut her off with the pass, to be fair. Ah, GG's. Oh, ghost notes as well. That's probably why fucking scratch marks were fucking me up too. Ghost notes, dramaturgy, Sable. That 1v was just going fucking pallet to pallet to pallet. Holy shit. Overzealous. Counters my entire build and I still win. And seem to always Freddy. A killer I'm not very good with that I seem to always 4K on is Freddy. Don't ask me why. Even old Freddy. Don't ask me why. I don't know. There's something about this killer that just clicks with my brain. The system's rigged against you. Yeah, no, it's not rigged against you. Come on. Do you think this would be hard for them to fix a lot of accessibility issues? It depends on the accessibility issues. Some of them, and I hate to say this to some people, but some of them, like audio stuff, I think is literally impossible. Not all of them, like Plagues is simple, just make the sound effect client side. But I don't know. Like it's there's just some of them that are just like I don't know how you even adjust it. Like chlorophobia is a very good one. Like how do you adjust for chlorophobia if there's a clown character in the game? My suggestion has been to make him like low poly as an option, but like that's really all you can do. Things like vomit, like I said, you can make the sound client side, I guess. But things like audio issues, I legitimately don't know how you adjust that. And it also comes down to like a question of do they need to adjust it, right? Because I feel for people with audio issues, but at the same time, if the game is built around it. I don't know. But, chat, we're going to call it a night there. It is 3 a.m. for me. We'll probably try the door tech a little bit more tomorrow. I think there's promise with it. I just think there's some adjusting to do to make it as good as it can be. I kind of want to try to see what happens if we try it with the M1 trap, maybe. Maybe that'll make it a little bit better, so you don't have to rely on your axe nearly as much. It's at the beginning of the VOD, Bruno, but in short, if you put your axe in the door, the glitch effect doesn't happen when someone goes when you go through it. So if you leave your axe in a door, the survivors don't know you're coming. Because right now, the problem with the doors is if Springtrap goes through them, it glitches out and they can pre-run you. So if you pre-plan the axe a little bit, you should be able to go back to the door without them knowing. Well, Gamer Girl, I appreciate that. But in any case, chat, I'm going to call it a night there. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow.